Well guys, we've only been here 10 minutes, rods have been out, fishing 12-foot zigs, and he's into one. Bit of sloppy spod mix over the top, and he's in. Right, keep reeling and walk back.
Can't. Still down. Just I don't think it's that big. You know what I mean?
You smack, right. Just keep reeling.
Look at the finger there, what is that?
Yeah.
It's the halibut pellet, so.
Stay out empty, you know.
Decent fish though. That's why it's been pumped in.
Go on. Okay. He's in, isn't it? One lands to the beaky ones.
What's it like? Look at the actual picture.
Brilliant.
Happy days. Well, that's the first one from Drayton. That's the blank saved, lads. See how we get on.
Which one's that?
I didn't notice it, to be honest.
Did you hear it then?
Yeah, one of them's just beeped on it.
Left one blue, yellow zig.
Hopefully it goes while we're on camera.
There, you've got one.
You're in.
Go, flick. Yeah, I'll get your spot, I'll get your zig.
Got it?
There, you're in. That's on, I reckon you got one on. Yeah? Yeah? I think so.
Come on. Told you it was in, did I? Not bad, is it? A little video. Reckon it's a nice fish? Well, Luke boy's first fish at Drayton. What was it on a red zig, was it? Yellow zig?
Yellow zig with all isotonic goo with king crab.
Got the old pond pigs hoodie on there, aren't you, Lukey Bear?
Yeah. The bites are weird as well.
It's only a couple of beeps, just watch for your... Right, left into it.
Yes. Another one. Well done.
Nice little fish, that.
$17.80.
Nice fish, that, isn't it?
Got a big arse on it. An arsehole. It's been shot. Oh, you cunt. Get me the carp care kit, Lee.
Yeah, we'll do. Right. Tilt it up slightly. Tilt it forward like to the top of it.
What are you doing? Just cooperate.
It's a fucking cracking fish out to get its tail out a bit. Throw it back. Want some water?
Where's the bucket?
Yeah, good. Just get you the carp care kit, yeah?
Yeah, its fucking scales come off. Bump me. Well then, lad. Oh, cheers. What? You're gonna weigh it now? I'm gonna weigh it now. $15 dead on. 15? Again. Much bigger than that.
Morning campers. Well, last night we had a bit of an incident really, so we didn't get that much chance to fish. We had to bring our rods in and everything, so we lost a couple of hours, but before that we were starting to get them going. Luke had one, I had one and lost one. 12-foot zigs we were fishing, just spotting cloudy spod mix over the top. England ladies team were on here the day before and they said they put quite a bit of bait in, so we thought we'll cut out the particle and just make it sloppy, condensed milk, that sort of thing, bit of ground bait, bit of crumb boiler, that crumb to really fine crumb, and it seemed to do the do really. Managed a couple of fish between us. Kev had one in the night, one of the other lads who's with us from the Pond Pigs lads. He managed to have a 18.7 or 17.7, something like that, so he's had the best fish so far, and that's ended his 5-run blank, which is a good do for him. No, actually it was Daz who had the fish actually, wasn't it?
Daz, yeah.
Yeah, no, Daz had the fish, so I apologise for that. Daz the slug. He manages to slug one in there overnight, so happy days. I'll give you a bit of an update into what we're doing in a bit.
Don't fucking video that.
What have you done? Have you put the hook in your hand? Is it proper in?
Fucking look at it. Look.
You've always been a fucking idiot, haven't you?
Well guys, that is not how to do it.
Right guys, I'm going to have to show you the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. To be honest, I'm not quite sure whether this guy might be on the sex offenders register after I've just seen this. He's pouring tuna. On tuna, he's pouring crisp. You from Wigan or something?
Well, I can't have a crisp butty, so I'll make a tuna crisp.
Evening guys, just a little bit of an update really. Fishing really slow. I believe for the last 3 weeks people have said it's not really fished that well. Tried all sorts actually really. We've had zigs out 12 foot, 10 foot, 6 foot, 8 foot, chopping and changing every hour, putting a couple of spons of cloudy spod mix over the top of that. Not really had anything, had no liners or anything like that. To be honest, if both of us weren't in the bivvy, we'd probably consider a move a bit further down if we could change some pegs. Been watching a bird life and that, and they look like they're on the, it's a cold wind, so the birds are sat on the back of that, right in the, I don't really know the pegs. As you go to the lower 20s, carry on down there in that corner, they look like a lot of them are sat down there. The birds, so it's a cold wind, they'll be sat on the back of that, just get out the coldness really. Had a bit of a spodding accident before and managed to throw a full large spom of spod mix all over the bivvy. I don't know if you can actually see it, but yeah, it's a bit abstract arted if you look at that one. So that was a bit daft, but yeah. Furthermore than that, Daz the slug has decided it's a bit chilly and he's going to go home, so carp angling in winter's not for him. He's going to go home, but Kev's staying on. I'll show you a video in a bit of Kev. He's the one who is the Dale Winton's Scouse, the Scouse version of Dale Winton basically. He's Pompig's own supermarket sweet post. But yeah, not a lot really, to be honest. We've had some scran and that, done a bit of spodding, made about 10-15 bags for tonight. We've even tried going out to 30 wraps, 120 yards, chucking bags out at that sort of distance and nothing. So I've come short, put about 10-12 spons in, and hopefully that might nick us a bite tonight, possibly. Fingers crossed. Tell you what we'll show you is what we're doing bivvy wise. We brought, well, not bivvy, it's a brolly system. I use a Tempest V2 brolly, and to take my little lad fishing with me I use the utility front. So some people who haven't really seen it, it'd be a good idea, but it'd be good for you to actually realise how much space you've actually got in one. So I'll show you a bit of what it looks like. To be honest, there's two of us in here comfortably. It's a bit of a shit tip, so you'll have to excuse that, but yeah, have a look. Managed to get 2 beds. Let me just unzip this a little bit. That is a Tempest V2 brolly with the utility front on. Gives you that bit of extra space, and then got 2 full-size beds in there either side. The non-essential table at the back. Yeah, and basically it's a shit tip. Happy days. Hey lads, don't ever take Scousers fucking fishing with you. He's just been over and decided, oh, I'm gonna swift the airdry bag of boilies. Keep your eyes on him. Keep watching him. Keep watching him.
They're going as well.
So Lukey Bear, tell us about how your Drayton experience has been for you.
Oh yeah, we've had a good sesh. Like, we got to Drayton yesterday at 12 o'clock. Just got our gear, set bivvy up, because it's supposed to be a hectic time. If you don't get your bivvy up and you just your rods out, you don't have time. So we got settled, got fishing for about 1 o'clock, 1:30 with all the rigs, and then off you go. Started putting some cloudy spod mix over the top of the zigs at 12 foot. Piece of yellow foam, piece of black foam. And yeah, I mean, Ali had one straight away within about 10 minutes, and then he brought that in within about an hour, putting over at 25 wraps, about 100 yards. 12 foot again, just same again, sailed off into the wind as they do. And then unfortunately after that we had a bit of an incident on the lake, which we had to remove our rods, but other than that we pulled our rods in 4 hours, put them back in on a solid bag rig, and then yeah, off it goes again within about 10 minutes on a little solid bag rig with a little pink pop-up on. But all been quiet, back on the same spots. I'm just waiting game. The weather's changed again, it's gone a bit milder this evening. The wind's died down a bit, so hopefully it's looking good for a bite. Cheers.
Right, Luke, what you having from takeaway?
Oh, a special XL kebab, lamb doner, chicken doner, lamb shish, chicken shish, kofta kebab, and swilling it down with some chips. It's going down with them chips.
There you go. Right, so Lukey's just up for the challenge. He's just been done by his brother. I've just hit the clip at 120 yards, was it? With a spawn, with a headwind straight on in our face. Lukey's the casting master out of us two, so let's see if he can fucking do it. Come on. Has he done it? Oh, easy. Absolutely gutted there. Kev just lost the fish, lost it on the boards. He's there on 26-27 and managed to lose it under the boards on the right hand side, so absolutely gutted for him because it's fishing so hard at the minute. Just got ourselves a kebab. Devastated because we were all gearing up for a Chinese, and turns out the Chinese isn't open on a Monday, but the menu says open 7 days. Nightmare. But yeah, so we're going to tuck into some scram and put a load of bait out. Done a few spoms. Back, I've got one on a zig, one on a bottom bait. Probably going to bring that in and change the zig. Probably about an hour or so. Let's see how we get on. Fingers crossed we have some through the night. You managed to save the blank then, have you, Kev?
Just about
Today, so it's going well for you. You've not cracked no spods off.
Oh.
Not cracked no spods off. Lost one and had one.
Did you bring scales?
Caravan Carpers, give us a little show of your fish you've just had, Kev.
Cheers.
Oh. Watch his fin, watch his fin.
This saves the blank anyway.
Bang on.
Oh, here we go.
I reckon you're in for a few. They're topping down there, aren't they?
We've settled down here. Is it?
Crackoff's in again.
Oh, it's the fish. Yes, it's a fucking dumpling. Do you want to know something? That is a stunning fish.
Looking there.
Sorry, Pat.
Well then, Kev.
Oh.
15? 12, 15? Well, Crackoff's having a bit of a run actually. His brother's gone home now, Daz went home, left him a bit of space, and the fish have been topping down that end of the lake all afternoon really, we'd say, later on into the evening. So yeah, he's had two, is it 2 or 3 he's had now?
2 and lost 1.
Yeah, so he's had 2 and lost 1, so at least he's having a bit of action. Buzzing with that, made up for him. Yeah, no, he's having a good day really, hasn't he? Not lost no spawns like usual. We don't call him Crackoff for nothing.
No, they're sat on the back of the wind down there, so we've had a cold wind blowing in all day, and there's been a lot of fish showing in the flat water.
Yeah, we watched the watching the bird life really. The bird life was all down the bottom end of that.
Bottom end, they've sat on that warmer water where it's a bit slacker, no wind blowing. But yeah, hopefully we get a few bites through the night. We've set our traps again, but it looks like Kev's on a promise tonight. I'd be shocked if he don't have around 6-10 fish tonight through the night, but good luck to him.
We've changed tactics tonight, so Luke's gone to the left on peg 36. He's gone short off the boards on the left hand side into the jetty, where we've seen a few fish move. Not so many today, but there were loads the day before, weren't there?
Yeah, they seem to be closer in, just moving around the boards. So instead of fishing out long, because I was fishing at 100 yards, Don't get me wrong, I had a couple of fish off it, and I had one fish in the bay last night, but a lot of fish was moving, so I've just set some traps, and let's see how that plans out tonight. May work, it may not.
Hopefully, fingers crossed. And I've come short, so there was a few fish topping short, so I've gone down to 15 wraps. I fished at 15, 20, 25 and even at 30 at some points. Not really had nothing shown for us. And then the bailiff on it suggested come close to the boards. So I've chucked a rig. We've got a bit of space between us and the next group, so I've just chucked a rig down the board, but fishing up locked up, so I can be straight on the rods if the
the bailiff mentioned that a lot of fish find the boards as a safe haven. He said, but you've got to be quick on your rods because they're straight under the boards. That's where they seem to live. But we'll update you in the morning or through the night and see how we get on. Oh yeah, just down the stairs.
Crack off Kev's into another. It's turning into the Crack off Kev blog, this one, isn't it, pal? You happy with that?
Aye, made up.
You're going in tonight if you're not careful, you bad head.
I want to move that, you know.
17.9. Bang on.
Say though.
Is that another PB then, is it, Kev?
That?
Yeah.
That's my biggest that me, yeah.
Happy days.
Stunning fish.
Bang on in one. I'll just get a bit closer.
Yeah.
Happy days. Well guys, we've come to the end of our session at Drayton. We never had anything through the night, really quiet. There was nothing really showing out long or anything like that. I just stayed short me in the end. I'd put a bit of bait in it, put a couple of rigs on it, just to see if anything happened. But luckily, Crack Off Kev, one of our mates from the Pond Pigs group, managed to have 4 fish. He had a couple of PBs. He's not been fishing that long, only about a year, so he's absolutely made up with that. But we'll be back, get booked on again just for another sesh. Hopefully, well, we'll see you on the next one. You want to know what I have to deal with when we go on fishing trips? This little muppet outside of me just been singing to me. Do you know what I'm going to do? Go on, just tell everyone what you've just been singing to me.
Nothing, I didn't say anything.
Yeah, he did.
How was that brass last night in your bivvy lip?
She was awesome.
In 2 miles at junction 19, take the A556 exit to Manchester.
Hey! And on that branch there were a leaf, a rare leaf, a rotten leaf. Branch of the tree, the limb, leaf of the branch. Fucked it right up, cockles.
You're gonna shut the fuck up now?
No, it was a rare leaf, a rotten leaf. Leaf of the branch of the limb of the tree in the hole in the bog. Right down in the valley, roll the rotten bog. Down in the valley, roll the rotten bog. Down in the valley, out on that leaf there were a nest, a rare nest, a rattling nest. A nest on the tree, and a lee, and a branch, and a branch, and a limb, and a limb, and a tree, and a tree, and a hole in the bog. But down in the valley, roll the rattling bog. Down in the valley, roll the rattling bog.
What's going to happen when you change the lanes?
There were a
halfway
nest, a rare nest, a rattling nest. I got a nest, and a leaf, and a leaf, and a branch, and a branch, and a limb, and a tree, and a tree, and a hole in the bog. But down in the valley, roll the rattling bog. Down in the valley, roll the rattling bog.